Hi everyone. So I decided to go live today for the first time in a while, just to talk about something that's quite, I suppose, close to my heart and that comes into the work as a counselor and psychotherapist quite frequently. And I think it's so important and something that I suppose maybe not a lot of people know or things that kind of get overlooked. And that subject is boundaries. So, what are boundaries? They're asking me. Well, I think these are a really important part of relationships that, as I said, sometimes it gets overlooked. And there's a really famous, well, she's a researcher, but also um, a TED Talk speaker as well, called Brené Brown, and I love her definition of it. It's what's okay and what's not okay in relationships. And that doesn't just mean, intimate or your spouse. It also means your friendships, family members. So it's about understanding in that relationship what's okay for you and what's not okay for you, and also being able to communicate that to that person. So let me ask you a question. Do you ever come away from, somebody in your life and think, God, I'm always doing things for them? Or, you know, people always come to me with their problems. People never ask me about myself. Because sometimes we can become the yes person because we don't want to hurt other people, or we feel like if we say no, we'll hurt other people. And the thing is, sometimes when we say yes to everybody, we're also saying no to ourselves. And that's a boundary issue because we need to understand what we like, our own needs and our own wants, and being able to communicate that to the people in our lives. And that involves being able to say no. It doesn't mean you have to be, a horrible person about it. You can say no in a very respectful way. But sometimes when, we say yes, it's like we're saying your needs are more important than mine. And when we do that all of the time, we kind of deplete ourselves. And so boundaries are so, so important within a relationship as well, because sometimes when we say yes all of the time to people please, there's also that air of resentment that comes with it sometimes as well. So it's not only good for yourself, but it's also good for the other person. And when we know our own boundaries and we're able to communicate that, it teaches people how to treat us. Because if we're not, if we don't communicate that to them, sometimes they don't know. People can't read your mind. And so, obviously, it's good to be kind to people, but when we're doing everything for other people's needs instead of our own, then maybe we need to look at our own boundaries within that relationship too. And with more boundaries in the relationship, there's more respect on both sides. So I'd like you to think about your own boundaries within your relationships, and are they something that maybe need to be renegotiated? Do you need to think about your own needs some more? Have a little think, and if you need any help with that, you can contact me. I also wrote a recent blog on boundaries that you can look up as well. I'll put the link down below. Okay, hope you have a nice day, guys.